Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you with a video today. Want to talk about a recent article came out last week, January 13th. If you see the title of this video, the FTC says that Dun Bradstreet deceived business owners. So what do I mean by that? Don't never want to assume that anyone who's watching this video knows who I am, but my name is Lorelia. So I'm not new to the conversation of business credit and primarily with Dun Bradstreet. I'm a very big advocate of telling people and sharing with people about the deception that goes on in this industry. And so today I am going to share with you the supporting facts that will show that. Now, I get it. Some people are not going to be ready for the conversation because, unfortunately, they are either connected to it in terms of them receiving some type of incentive, whether it's financial or not, or the other half of it is that some people truly want to believe that that is the way to getting access to funding. And that has to do with Dun and Bradstreet. So, depending on where you're looking at this video, if you're looking at it on YouTube, underneath this video, there is going to be a link. That link will share with you the article that I'm speaking of, where the FTC and Dun and Bradstreet pretty much came to an agreement where the FTC said that Dun and Bradstreet was deceiving consumers to have them to believe that if they were to purchase the credit builder software or program, invest in it, that it will build their credit. Now, I have been the number one proponent of telling people that if anyone is telling you that they are going to help you build business credit, run. And I can't say that again, run. The reason why is because you do not build business credit. You secure it or you get access to it, but you don't build it. And so the article talks about how Dun and Bradstreet deceived consumers. So you have the business credit experts, the business credit gurus, the specialists who tell you that I'm going to help you build business credit. And if you go anywhere on social media, the first thing that they're going to talk about is about you having an LLC and about you getting a a business bank account. And then eventually the Dun and Bradstreet conversation is going to come in. And of course, the net 30s and the whole shebang. And it leaves the end user, who is the business owner, without any results. And so now you have the information arsenal for you to really get clarity on this very confused industry. And I've said it in other videos. The reason why this industry can be so confusing for a lot of people is because, unlike personal credit, where personal credit is governed by the FTC, as well as the FDCPA and the FCRA and and all these other government alphabet agencies. Business credit, on the other hand, they don't fall under that type of scrutiny. So that is why you have people who will blatantly tell people the wrong information, and then you, as the business owner, it leaves you confused. People will see the results. I did a webinar last Friday and I talked about how I helped my client. I talked about the secured, unsecured funding that we were able to get her. I shouldn't have said the person, to get the person to be able to buy business credit. 2 real estate properties. Once again, I helped her secure over 6 figures to be able to buy 2 real estate properties. That did not consist of me teaching her how to build business credit. And so when a person comes across what I'm saying, compared to all the information in the marketplace where everybody's telling everybody, build business credit, then they want to look at me with 2 heads and say, well, how is that possible? How is that possible? Because you do not build business credit. You don't build it. You secure it and you get access to it, but you don't build it. And I can't stress that enough. If you are someone in 2022 still dazed and confused on how this industry works, the proof is in the pudding. Look at the article that's below this video and you will see it will talk about it. And I know there's going to be people going to say, well, I recommend Dun Bradstreet to my clients, but I don't tell them to buy the credit builder. But it's the idea that there are still people who are deceiving people with having them believe that they have to leverage or get access to Dun and Bradstreet to build business credit. And I'm here to dispute all that. I get it. There's 100 ways to skin a cat. You know, my way is not the only way. But if you are trying to, what I help people do, leverage business credit to be able to get uh invest in real estate, purchase real estate, or do anything in real estate, you spinning your wheels trying to build something on Dun and Bradstreet is going to be a waste of your time. And you're never going to get to where you're trying to get to in terms of trying to get access to funding because you're so much building. And that's the problem. You have a lot of people who are teaching you, I'm going to help you build business credit. And I'm always the one who say, and I know I'm going to be the one who's going to give you the bad news. Building business credit is not going to speed up the process for you to get where it is that you want to get. And at the end of the day, people want access to cash or people want access to credit. And if you want to know, well, really, why are you so hard on that process? Is because what they're sharing with people now, I've tried it 15 years ago and it didn't work 15 years ago. And I know I'm dating myself. But 15 years ago, it didn't work. I did the same thing. At that time, there was no social media, but there were forums. And you would go on these forums and they would tell you the same thing. The same thing they shucking and jiving now, they were doing that 15 years ago on many forums. And what I found was that I did all that. And at the end of the day, I learned that that did not get you to the cash and credit. There's a whole nother process that you have to do to literally get to the cash and credit. Can you get some net accounts, some net 30 accounts, some vendor accounts for office supplies and all that other stuff that you don't need? Yeah, you could do that. But you're not going to get no real estate. You're not going to get no cash. You're not going to get no credit. So that's all I have on this topic. So, like I said, last Friday, I did a workshop, streamed it on YouTube, where I shared with you. Go back if you're on my YouTube channel and look at it. 45 minutes, taking questions, sharing the amount of funding over 6 figures that I was able to help a client of mine get access to invest in real estate. I go through the whole process. And so if that's something that interests you, if you're really saying that in 2022, I am sick and tired of a lot of the misinformation that's on the internet in terms of really securing the funding, really being able to secure the bag when it comes to real estate, I'm doing a workshop. I'm doing a workshop in 2 weeks, January 29th on Saturday. Last time I did it was in November. And so from 9 in the morning to the afternoon, I'm I'm going to share with you the process that I take every client through so you can be in position to get the funding. So you can take what I'm going to share with you and be able to apply it to your situation. And we're not talking Dun and Bradstreet. So if you're wondering, well, what are you going to talk about? I'm going to give you a clear path that I take all my clients through to be able to create a entity where you can get six figures in funding to fund that entity so you can invest in real estate. So no, we're not talking, the secret lenders list for you to get 15K. No shade at that. I understand that's a big goal for some people, but we're not talking how to get a 15K credit card, how to get a $25,000 credit card. By all means, if that's what you're looking to do, this workshop's not going to be for you. This is for people who want to get over the 60K, who want to get access to 80K, 100K, and want to do it ethically and truthfully, and not a lot of the shucking and in the funding marketplace. So if you go to www.neverloseadealevents.com, links will be below this video. You'll get more information on it. Also, check out my last video where I talked about this. If you're on YouTube, where I go into 45 minutes of how the type of funding that I was able to help a client of mine get, how it was structured, and the purchases that were made. So once again, like I said, one info on that FTC talking about Dun & Bradstreet deceiving business owners. It'll be below this video. Other than that, I will see you in the next video, and I am signing off. This is Lorelia. Bye-bye.